Amazon has been facing severe backlash for the Lord of the Rings of Power series, and for good reason. Because the showrunners, because the producers, because all of the people involved in this show have come out and said, we don't care about what Tolkien wrote. We don't care about these characters or the lore and the history. All we care about is making sure it looks like the world of today. We care about virtue signaling and identity politics, and we are going to destroy this franchise. And the fans in response rose up and they said, we don't want this for all of these reasons. Well, one group of people who have been defending Amazon very fiercely because, of course, they're shills, because, of course, they're connected to Amazon, because they're getting special access to this, has been the OneRing.net. We've talked about them several times. Usually they're referred to as a shill site because that's exactly what they are. But they're in some hot water themselves, because it turns out when you sit there and you say that every single person who criticizes Amazon's Lord of the Rings series is a bigot, is a racist, when you decide to build that type of following, it turns out that if you go out and say something that might be questionable at all in any way, shape, or form, they will turn on you in a heartbeat. And that's exactly what's going on. The OneRing.net is flailing to try to apologize for something that they posted the other day, and it's this. Now, this tweet has since been deleted. The tweet thread that we're looking at here has since been deleted. We're gonna pull this up. We're gonna look at this because they were trying to figure out a way to respond to this, and every step of the way, they just made it worse. Bullshit, this was directed at an individual. This is not going away. So this is the OneRing.net. In response to this tweet, we're canceling each other over book takes today. Post your cancelable book take. The OneRing.net, Lord of the Rings doesn't look like you. Now, were they saying this to all of the people that are very upset about Amazon's Lord of the Rings? Were they saying this about all the people that are saying J.R.R. Tolkien specifically described how all of these races, how all these characters look, and this, all the race swapping, this isn't it? Were they attacking those fans? Or maybe, I highly doubt this, maybe they were saying that for all of the black and brown people that want to see themselves in Lord of the Rings doesn't look like you. I have my bets on what they meant. However, the responses after this, the pile-on, was hilarious to witness. This is how they responded next. Now, they have since deleted this as well. Folks, it's deleted. Cast your screenshots into the fire. Twitter is not a place for nuance. It was a comment about elves, dwarves, goblins, and hobbits versus you/us, a race of men. We misunderstood the assignment. Many more wholesome replies to that cancel query. That is a lie. You did not mean it in terms of look at all these different races. Obviously, Lord of the Rings is, no, you meant it with skin color. You meant it about human races. That's what you meant. Now, whatever you meant, it doesn't really fucking matter. I don't think it's that big of a deal. It's a stupid attempt at a joke. But the fact is, you have cultivated this entire army of lunatics by calling everyone who opposes Amazon's Lord of the Rings a racist. That's what you have done, OneRing.net. And so now those very same people are trying to rake you over the coals for this. And then they finally deleted that too and put out this big apology. Remember that every single person in those two threads that have already since been deleted, every single person that came after them, they blocked. They blocked immediately. This isn't anything new for them. They constantly block people who call them out. I've never actually interacted with them, which is maybe one reason I haven't been blocked yet. Today, we made a tweet with a comment that caused a bit of a stir. The comment to the tweet was the type of thing that should get you canceled. We failed to give the proper context with the tweet that this was not how we felt as a site. This has been ratioed. We apologize for not giving the proper context. We as a site feel Middle Earth is for every single one of us. The context. We were posting an example of how to get canceled, being sarcastic about folks who actually feel that way. We did not make that clear and it was taken literal. We mucked up and we apologize for that. I don't think that's gonna get the woke losers off your back. LOL, Okay, says Brady Tidgewater. So why are you blocking people who attempt to hold you accountable? Totally missed this, intrigued by what was said. Yeah, because they deleted all of it, didn't they? They deleted every snarky reply that they had, every reply trying to defend themselves and change their stories, because they are freaking out that they will get canceled because they're the ones who advocate for cancellation. They're the ones who advocate for keeping people out if they have the wrong thoughts. On Rings of Power and issues of race, a longtime OneRing.net staffer and POC sends word to marginalized fans that gatekeeping has no place in our corner of fandom. All are welcome here except hate. Well, you define bigots and racist as anyone who has a problem with Amazon's Lord of the Rings. So now people are just holding you to that same standard. Does the person who posted it still have a place within your organization? And if yes, do they still have access? If the answer to either is yes, then the apology is hollow. Everybody's just continuing to pull it up. Look at this. Someone says, not sure verified from Twitter support really likes blue check people to brigade and harass other accounts. Take a breath. The culture war will still be here. Of course, this is again one of the many responses that they deleted. When you decide that you are going to go full activist, when you betray J.R.R. Tolkien, when you betray the fan base and say that anyone that doesn't like Amazon's Lord of the Rings trailer or what they're doing with the show is a bigot and a racist, you should not be surprised when those fans that you've cultivated, when that audience that you've cultivated tries to hold you to the same standard. It is so funny to watch them melt down and get destroyed over such a stupid, ridiculous thing. But that's what you fucking get. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.